All right, guys, we are continuing on. Number 10, if you flip a coin 10 times, how many outcomes are possible? All right, so last time when we flipped the coin 2 times, we saw, okay, 2 times, outcomes for the first flip, 2 outcomes for the second flip, to get 4, right? Instead of going straight to 10, let's think about if I toss it 3 times, what would happen? Okay, well, let's draw our blanks this time. So I got my blanks, right? I've got 2 outcomes for the first toss, 2 outcomes for the second, 2 for the third, or in condensed notation, that's 2 to the third. Okay, what if I added a fourth flip? Okay, 2 options for that fourth flip, which means I would end up with 2 to the fourth, right? Okay, so 10 times, what's it going to be? It's going to be 2 to the 10th. 2 times 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 2. Did I say it 10 times? Okay, anyways, that's 1,024. That's just one of those facts that I happen to have memorized, but you can just plug into the calculator to confirm, and you should indeed get 1024, half of 2048. Okay, 11, if you flip a coin 2 times, how many ways can you obtain 1 tail? Interesting question. This one, guys, check it out. It's actually an NCR question. Because from the 2 flips, I want to choose one of them to be the tail. Kind of similar to, we had like a boy-girl question in a previous, last time when we talked about combinations. From the 2 flips, I want to choose one of them to be the tail. So that's an NCR question. NCR 2-1. Okay, number 12. If you flip a coin 3 times, in how many ways can you obtain 2 tails? Also NCR, yeah? This time just tossing 3 times. And I want to obtain this time 2 tails. NCR 3.2. I forgot to calculate these. This one's easy, 2. This one's also easy, 3. But you can plug it in if you're not sure. I was able to tell because anytime you choose 1, you just get the number back in the front. This time it's 1 less than that. That's why you get the number back in the front again. But you can just plug it into the calculator if you're not sure. All right, number 13. If you flip a coin 3 times, in how many ways can you obtain at least 1 tail? Oh, interesting question. 2 ways to solve this. I'll show you the more direct way first, and then I'll show you the faster way second. Okay, so direct way. At least 1 tail would be NCR, right? From the 3 flips, choose 1. And then add that to the number of ways I could choose 2 tails. And then add that to the number of ways I could choose 3 tails. Now those numbers, you can check it on your calculator, but that's going to be 3, 3, and 1. So 3, 3, and 1 makes a total of 7. That would be your answer. Okay, alternatively, there's a little faster way to do that because you can kind of work backwards and think about, okay, at least 1 tail means that's every possible outcome except for 1 outcome, which is when I have all heads, right? So I'm going to redo this whole question, guys. And the way I'm about to show you is actually the preferred method because it's going to work when you have a large number of flips. Like 3 coin flips, I can write it out directly like I just did. But now thinking about it again, that's an inefficient way and it's not going to work well if I have something like 7 coin flips or 100 coin flips. So what I'm going to do instead? Well, at least 1 tail. That is everything except for when I have 0 tails. So there's only 1 outcome that I don't want. So I'm going to take all the outcomes for 3 coin flips, which is 2 to the 3rd. Do you remember that back from question number 10, right? Or question number 9 back here? That same principle. 2 to the 3rd, that represents total outcomes possible from 3 flips, 3 coin flips. Right? That's what that represents. So 2 to the third, what I want to do then is just subtract 1 because that's the one time that I don't have at least one tail, which is when I have all heads, right? And that's only one way to get all heads. Okay, so just calculating that thing out. 2 to the third, 2, 4, 8, that's 8. Minus 1 is 7. And that matches what we did earlier, right? When we did it the other direct way. All right, guys, please take a break and let this all sink in. I know it's kind of a lot of information, but to me, this is really interesting stuff. So let it sink into your head until it just feels right and feels intuitive. And then unpause the video once you're there. Okay, number 14. You flip a coin 7 times. How many ways can you obtain at least one head? Whoa, check this out, guys. We can do the exact same approach as the previous question. 2 to the 7th represents total outcomes possible from 7 flips instead, right? Just change it to a 7. And then at least one head, that's the same kind of question as at least one tail, right? There's only one outcome that has less than one head, and that's when you have all tails or 0 heads. So I take my 2 to the 7th, subtract just 1. I'm going to get my answer. What is 2 to the 7th? Okay, it's 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. And if you can't see, you can't see me, but I'm actually just using my fingers like an elementary school student doing addition. Because that's, and I forgot what I said. Let's say 128, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 120. Yeah, 128. So 128 minus 1 is 127. Now, you can, of course, just plug that into your calculator, and that's going to be 2 to the power of 7 to get 128. Okay, number 15. Let's see, actually, how many? Yeah, let's do one more, and then we'll take a little break, and then finish up the rest in our last video. Number 15. In how many ways can 4 diamonds be drawn from a deck of cards? Okay, so you need a little information about decks of cards. In case you're not aware, there are 13 diamonds in a deck, and we're assuming you're only drawing 4 cards. 4 diamonds, and you're only drawing 4 cards. Okay, now we talked about this before too, but a standard deck of cards has 52 cards total, but don't be thrown off by that. You actually don't need to know that. It's kind of like the ace question. You guys remember that? Where we had like, how many ways can you draw so many aces? In this question, we're only concerned about the diamonds, and we don't care what order they come in. So this isn't an NCR question, and I'm choosing from the diamonds only. I want to pick 4 of them. So 13, choose 4, or NCR 13, 4. All right, here I go, guys. I'm gonna plug that thing in. NCR 13, 4, and the answer is 750. Oops. There we go. Okay, see you in the last video.